Welcome, everybody. You're Delusional Otaku. We are celebrating 3 years since our first show, 2020. That's when we started. Interesting year, yeah. But we also kind of forgot to celebrate the YouTube year's anniversary. So we decided, I didn't decide it. Ducky, he wanted to do like an interview, and we did the interview already in Spanish, but we kind of like, oh, let's do it in English. And of course, uh, he came up with the idea that, oh, let's wait a couple of days to see if you forgot the answers in Spanish and see what you answered in English. So it's been already 2 days, but we recorded and we hope you enjoy it. All right? All right. So here we go. Let's do it. Hello, Jedo Channel Otaku. How you doing today? You really gonna do the same thing? Yes, I am. Okay, so I'm doing very well. Very excited to be celebrating 3 years into our podcast. Yeah. Do you have a lot of followers in your podcast? I don't think so. What about your YouTube channel? No, not too many yet. Okay. Anyway, let's begin with our question. First one will be, how did anime get into your life? Well, I have said this a couple of times. I have always watched, ever since I was a little kid, I've been watching anime. I just did not knew I was watching anime. I was just thinking, I'm watching regular cartoons, and it wasn't until I got to college that one of my friends told me, "Oh, do you watch anime?" I was like, "What anime?" And then, bam! Oh, I realized my life I've been watching this amazing. I did stop for a while to watch it, but that was another question. Okay, sorry. All right, move on. All right, so which was your first anime? Like I said, I always been watching anime since a kid. So back then, it was like, Saturday mornings cartoons or Sunday mornings.
I see.
Yeah, so I remember watching Peter Pan, Tom Sawyer, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, and Gatchaman. I don't remember which was first, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind when anime pops up into my mind. I'm a huge Peter Pan fan. I like the whole idea of being a kid and never grow up, flying. That's silly. Thank you. But yeah, that's me. All right, very interesting. So, which one of these animes, or any of the anime that you have seen, was the first one that you ever finished at all, like from the beginning until the end? Well, I don't. I believe the first one that I finished was Rurouni Kenshin. I watched it from beginning to end, and then I rented out. Back then, you could rent it VHS. Oh, you're very old. Thank you. You can you can rent it the VHS, and I remember renting the movies, the OVA. I did not knew what an OVA was until like years later, but I knew I watched the OVA. I was like, what the heck is an OVA? Then eventually I found out. So yeah, Rurouni Kenshin. And what about manga? Manga, the first one you ever finished. The first manga that I ever finished. You're good because you made me this question previously and I forgot. Yeah, I'm going to compare answers, my dear friend. Okay. The first manga that I finished was, I don't know if it was Prison School or Citrus. Interesting. Yeah, let me double think. You know what? Now that I'm talking to you, it just reminds that I read Haru's Curse. Haru's Curse? Curse. Yeah. That was another one. But I believe it was Prison School or Citrus. One of those two. Yeah. Okay. Any particular reason why those two? Well, I did stop when I was in college. I stopped watching anime. I concentrate on school and work. I was doing both things at the same time. So I guess I don't remember. I watched Prison School first, and I was so into it. And oh, you know what? Domestic girlfriend. Ah, I was expecting that answer first. Yeah, sorry. No, but the first one that I finished was Prison School because I was into the anime and one of the guys on the comments said, "Oh, the manga is even better." So I went to the manga, and then Citrus was the same. I wasn't too happy with the outcome of the anime that I needed more and went to the manga and I just found out a few weeks ago actually that there is a continuation of the manga, but those two were the first one. Then of course eventually Domestic Girlfriend. Okay, that's good. Now moving on, what anime or manga you didn't like? You stopped watching and you started watching it and then you said, "Nope, I'm done with this." Well, Haikyuu is the first anime that I stopped watching. And why? Basically, it was always the same. Like these two guys are in this volleyball tournament or game, and we are the best team ever, and we are unstoppable. And then this other team is better than us, and oh, we're gonna lose. And then I don't know where their friendship and their teamwork they got it all together and they won and then oh we're amazing, we're unstoppable, and then again it happened one more time, another team would show up, but it was like always the same, and I said no, you know what, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, there's a rumor that you recommended this anime to somebody. I recommended to one of my brothers. He was a volleyball player when he was in high school, so I thought, hey, by the way, you should watch this. And yeah, does he knows that you start watching? He will. I'm pretty sure he's watching. Ah, he's the one that click likes on your videos. But I don't know. That's a question for him, my friend, not to me. Okay, moving on. Now, what anime do you feel like really changed your life, or what manga? Well, anime that changed my life was actually A Silent Voice. This anime is beautiful. It's an amazing story, and of course, both either the manga or the anime. The anime is like straight to the point. The manga has so many details that you really, really felt it. In fact, I started learning sign language because of this story, and I really take advantage of it. Um, Other manga, I will say Orange is a good one. Not citrus, Orange, and and of course Domestic Girlfriend. Domestic Girlfriend. I have made friends. I have made some enemies, and it's a very very interesting story. Whatever the outcome is, whether you agree or not, it's a magnificent story that people should read. I mean, yeah. You know which one? I mean, I sorry that I jump into the interview. No, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead. The one that really got me was A Town Where You Live. Oh, oh, that's a good one. Yeah, we should cover that one on the yes on podcast or I don't know the YouTube channel. We will someday. Someday, yeah. Okay. Now, which anime besides the ones that you said you have seen more than once because of the podcast? Yeah. Which other anime have you seen more like a lot of times? I understand. Well, first of all, when we started the podcast, we watched a couple of animes that sadly we didn't record ourselves talking about it. So a couple of I don't know years later, we decided like, oh, let's rewatch them and do the podcast. But besides that, an anime that I have watched a lot, of course, is Rurouni Kenshin. I have seen it a couple of times. Sometimes I can't even say what they're saying. What is the other one? Classroom of the Elite. There is another one called, if I'm not mistaken, Ashes of Grimgard. Uh-huh. Yeah, that was a good one. I have seen it like maybe three times, and I need to rewatch it so we can do the show later on. Maybe you should read the manga and read the books. It's on the bucket list. What other one? Let me think. And I believe a couple of the films on Makoto Shinkai I have seen more than once, but I'm not gonna waste time saying which ones, I guess. Okay. That's fair enough. Now, do you have any type of favorite genres or on anime? No, it just depends on the mood. Sometimes I do have a list that I want to watch, but it all depends on the day or on the week. Like, oh, I don't feel like watching, I don't know, a harem anime. I want to watch a love story or I want to watch some action. It just depends. Okay, that's fair enough. Now, which one of those anime girls was your first crush? My first anime crush. Um, I will say Jun Swan from Gatchaman. That was one. I was a kid, but had a huge crush with her. Another one is this girl that she is in Rurouni Kenshin. She's from the Oniwabanshu group, and it's not the leader, Misao Makimachi. It's one of the older girls. Uh, just had a crush with her when I was in high school. I will say, I guess, the main character of Rumbling Hearts. I forgot her name. Rem. Wait a minute. Do you have a? Yeah, I have a few. Rem from Red Zero, and of course Rui from Domestic Girlfriend. Oh, Team Rui. Yep, Team Rui. Okay, now everybody's gonna stop watching you right now. Well, yeah, I guess. Now, you said that you stopped watching anime because you were in school. Yeah, and you were working. What made you come back? What anime or what happened in the universe that you decided to come back? Well, um, I guess I was in a friend's house and I watched Rumbling Hearts, but I watched it when it came out and it wasn't done. Like it was an episode per week, and they stopped, and I was like, okay, what's gonna happen now? And oh, we have to wait. So another friend, very important friend, told me about Fairy Tail and Attack on Titan, but Rumbling Hearts came way before these mangas. Uh, well, I don't remember now the real story. So you're making up? Kind of. I don't know. Well, but no. But I watched Rumbling Hearts, and then I wanted more, and Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail made me come back to this world. Like I was like so into it. The story, the drama, the action, the love story or love triangle, whatever you want to call it, and it was so great. Of these teenagers, I guess, not teenagers, but they were 20s, I guess, that being in a guild and just go out and have adventures. For me, that was like spectacular. And and of course, Attack on Titan, I started watching when the first season came out. I did not knew anything about it, and I was very surprised. Like, oh my god, how's the main character is gonna die? Yeah, so why? Why? And then eventually, uh, I get what was going on in this real story. So yeah, I that's what those animes brought me back together. Okay, and you finished Rumbling Hearts. Yeah, I did. I did. And in fact, I started learning Japanese because I wanted to play the video game. The video game is only on PlayStation 1, if I'm not mistaken, or 2, not sure. But it's only in Japanese. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn the language so I can understand what is going on. And now I cannot find the game. I believe it's on YouTube. It's so weird. Yeah, you can watch it, but it's not the same playing it. I agree with you. Okay, now. Which anime do you saw in the movie theater for the first time? Well, I'm from Puerto Rico, and in Puerto Rico, back when I used to live over there, they didn't play anime movies in the theaters. What they did it was there was a specific movie theater in the northern side of the island that will play Asian movies or foreign movies. But anime, no, never. Maybe a Disney film. So it wasn't until 2020 that I watched for the first time My Hero Academia. I believe it was the second movie, if I'm not mistaken, the one that he and Midori and Baku they exchange powers or something like that. That was the first one. Yeah, very interesting because in Spanish, on our interview in Spanish, you said that you watched first. Yeah, Demon Slayer. It was a mistake. So you need to make up your mind, my friend. Well, no, but you made me the questions without me knowing what was the question. So I kind of like, okay, Demon Slayer was the first one. Here's the thing about Demon Slayer. We were in the middle of the pandemic, and then the movie theaters closed down, and then when they reopened, one of the first films was Demon Slayer. So I was like, you know what? What better time to go back to the movie theater and watch a movie that now, and it was Demon Slayer, the one that we watched. Okay, I'm gonna forgive you about that one. Okay, thank you. Okay, our next question is, this is very interesting to me. Most animes are based on a manga. What manga did you read after watching the anime? Yeah, Prison School and Citrus. I don't remember which one was first. Pretty sure it was uh, um, Prison School. Yeah. And then have you seen? I'm sorry. Have you read a manga first and then the anime came out later, or eventually you kind of watch the anime? Yes, I watched first. I mean, you confused me. I'm sorry. I read first Spy and Family before anybody anybody said something about Anya. I said it online. Oh, I'm not the first guy to say, "Oh, Spy and Family is great," but I was like kind of promoting it, like, guys, read this. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be an anime. And then a couple of months later, they said it, and I believe we even covered it on our podcast. So that's one of the things that made me proud. But of course, nobody listens to it. No. Um, Let me think about another one. Right now, I cannot remember. But yeah, I'm gonna go with that answer, Spy Family. Okay. Now, besides anime and manga, I know that you watch something else. Wanna share that with us? Yes, I. Here's the thing. I like manga and anime from, of course, Japan, but I love Chinese movies. And then I really, really love K dramas. You want to explain yourself? Well, I don't know. It just happens. I have watched a couple of J dramas, and I mean, I don't know. I don't like them. I mean, they're very entertaining. I remember Heaven and Hell was a very, very good drama, J drama. Kind of like the ending or the twist. Yeah, didn't sold me out. Uh, but I have watched a lot of K dramas, love story or actions or drama that very, very good. And then on Chinese movies, I really just have been watching all this since I was a teenager, so I really, really loved them. Okay, that's a good answer. Yeah, thank you. Now, what anime have you seen that daddy and mommy should not know? I forgot about this question. Yes. I'm still not going to answer it. You didn't answer on the other one. No, I didn't. I am not going to answer. But you know what? An easy one. I guess Prison School is one. High School of the Dead is another one. You remember when High School of the Dead came out? I remember. Here's the thing. I was I did not knew anything about High School of the Dead, and then just the beginning, the first I don't know, the first 3 minutes or 30 seconds, and I was like, you know what? Let me shut the television because I'm scared somebody's gonna enter to this room. And it wasn't until a couple of, guess, years later I was able to watch it. Thank you, streaming. Where did you used to watch? I used to watch it on I don't remember if it was Adult Swim or Fun Animation Channel back in the day. Yeah, the good old days of anime, the golden age. Yeah. Then Crunchyroll screw up everything. It was very funny because we always talk about, we always promote not to do piracy, and this company, that's the way it started it. Yeah, and now it's like one of the only major one out there. There are a few of them, of course, but Crunchyroll is really taking over. So uh, I guess Zoro eventually is gonna be the winner. I hope so. They're doing good thing. No, but Crunchyroll is stepping on their game and doing the dubs, and that's very good for everybody. Yes. Okay. Now, what scene or what moment in anime have stayed with you forever? Which one is your favorite? Um, I don't remember what I answered. So you got to change the answer. I might do it. From anime and manga, right? Yes. Well, I said it. Silent Boys is one of the best ones to stay here with me. Um, I'm a very romantic person. I really like love stories and love triumphs. So the whole Tokyo Revengers arc, not the arc, but the main purpose of him saving Hina and everything that he's doing for her is just beautiful. And that scene where they kiss for the first time, if I'm not mistaken, she's on the yukata, and there is all these, I believe there are fireflies around them. That's one of my favorite moments. Another one is when Kenshin hugs Kaoru when he's saying goodbye. Is also with fireflies, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you're a firefly guy. I am. I have a little story if I want to share with you. When I was a kid, I I in the house that I used to live, I there was this firefly, and I was able to grab it, and I took it to my room. This is a silly story, but it's true. It's a true story. I took it to my room. It stayed there, and firefly was lighting up and all that stuff. And eventually, the fireflies. I don't know what happened, man. I don't remember if it stopped glowing or it died. I That's a moment in time that I really forgot about it. But after that day, I have not seen another firefly ever. Really? Yeah. So it really stayed with me, and I write and I have put it in some of my stories, and it's really a shock. So to the community of fireflies out there, I am really really sorry. I was a kid. I did not know what I was doing, and I'm confessing this, but it made me really really sad. Wow. You should say that also in Spanish. I just remember, man. It's okay. Let's just change the subject. Okay. So, have you tried to bring somebody to the world of anime or to being an otaku? Well, I have my Instagram and I always try to promote peace with true anime. But no, I don't believe so. I did again. One of my brothers, he used to play volleyball. I guess I tried with him, but nah, I don't know. Nobody. Okay. Now, does any password of your personal stuff has to do with anime? The password answer, yes, no. That's a good question, but no, and I should start implementing, I guess. Or what are the secret questions? No, no, no. I would get them, I bet. Yeah. Who was Hina? What? No, wait. What was Hina's last name? Come on. Oh no, but it's funny. I should. No, I should not do it. Do you have any video games based on anime? I do. I have Sword Art Online, um, uh, Attack on Titan, rerunning Kenshin, of course. I was very excited about finally being able to buy it. I remember again when it came out. Uh, I was working. I was in college, so I was like, no, I don't have time for it. And I really, really regret not buying it back then. But eventually, I did on my PSP. All right. Now, I imagine that you have a list of a lot of animes that you have not seen, like your anime list. Yeah, I do. Now, why have not you have not seen them? I guess time. It's just I need to multiply myself. I need to do a couple of clones, and The clones will do the whole work in the house and studying and all that, and I was gonna be able to watch anime. Okay, someday in the future, you should implement your mind into a Crunchyroll home base database. Well, why Crunchyroll, not Zoro? Oh, you're gonna continue. Yeah. Now, how much money have you spent in anime? Oh, well, here's the thing. I try to buy everything on clearance. I know. I have bought a lot of animes in $1, and not too many people believe it. I just have to show them the receipt, but you have to just be patient, I guess, and wait for the big sale. Like a holiday Christmas sale, or I don't know, summer sale, back to school, and that's how you bought it. The same with figurines. I not very into it. I mean, I love it, but just put it in the house and the figure looks at me and oh, jeez, I spent too much money now. I don't do that. Not a lot, not too much. So yeah, a couple of $100. Now, of course, if you implement what I pay with the subscriptions, like Netflix subscription, Crunchyroll, and now with the Disney Plus, they're implementing also Hulu and anime. I guess that I spend a lot of money on streaming platforms. Yeah, well, it's okay. We forgive you. If there only be one anime in the whole world that you can be one of the characters, or I don't know, a side character, which one would be? Fairy Tail. Okay. Answer again. Fairy Tail. Ah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I really like it. Yeah. Now, what anime, live action, and manga, the whole trilogy, have you seen and read? Once again, I know the answer. It's gonna be Prison School. Why? What's the whole meaning of? People have not seen Prison School. Tell us why it is so cool for you to read this. That makes you read the whole three things. Uh, I really like the story. For me, it was very original. The the anime was very very funny. The way they try to escape from prison. Prison School is about these five guys in school that used to be just for girls, and they caught them peeping at the girls, and now they're going to prison. So now they're trying to escape from the prison. And it's just funny the way they try to get out of there. I watched the live action. The live action is a little more for the family. It's not like the anime or the manga. Yeah, but it's still very cute. It is spectacular. I really like it. And then the manga is a continuation of both either anime or live action. And I guess I developed another crush with Hannah, one of the girls, and I kind of like it. A lot of stuff going on with Hannah. Yeah. But I didn't, you know what? I didn't like the ending. I was expecting like for them to go to the objective, and sadly they just stopped. A lot of animes, mangas are like that. Yeah, like High School of the Dead. Yeah, sadly, yeah, yeah. What was the other one? I believe, um, I don't remember where I read it, but I remember that the creator of Rurouni Kenshin wasn't satisfied with the ending of the anime. That's why I believe they're doing the remake. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating right now. Yeah. So I have a lot of questions, but we're gonna do it for next year. How many did you do? Still like the same? Oh, about the same, like 20s. Let me double check my notes real quick. I am not so satisfied because you sent a couple of answers, but to be honest, was expecting that from you. Okay, all right, yeah. So that was very funny. You started very seriously doing the interview, and now you're just back to your old self. Yeah. Now, what are you expecting from this new year in your show? Well, we do have a couple of new ideas that we would like to implement, but still the same, which is I believe the anime community is so big and so extensive that I don't see it um, dying anytime soon. Just very happy that the way things have turns out since the 70s, and I believe the golden age is still here. Everybody says that it was back in the 90s. No, man, here, what are they doing now? So many studios competing against each other. I keep saying that we need to be more supportive regarding saying no to piracy and, you know, keeping these people working. Uh, yeah, I understand. Yeah, for them to make the right money and give us so much unlimited entertainment. Yeah. Well, thank you. That's it. I guess I'm gonna make this again next year. I want to do the same, but to you regarding video game. I'm up to the challenge. Yeah, I'm ready. I won't talk too much like you. You talk too much. I'm so sorry about that. Uh, so yeah, that's that's it. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. That's it, guys. I really, really want to say thank you for your support. And yeah, yeah, thank you. You guys are great. You guys are amazing, spectacular. You have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.